What is going on, everybody? Sports expert here, and we're here with another MLB rumor video. As we've had some rumors come out the last couple of days, we have some tea, so definitely interested in talking about the stuff that we have in this video. So before we start the video, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell if you're a baseball fan. We do these videos every day, every other day sometimes. Like the video, comment what you think. Liking and commenting helps us in the algorithm. Would appreciate that. Helps content be easier to find and helps my channel out. So yeah, let's go. As the New York Mets and the New York Yankees added pitching. So here we go. The New York Mets have acquired relief pitcher Phil Maton from the Tampa Bay Rays for cash and a player to be named later. So Phil Maton, he was the former Astros reliever, which helped him in their World Series conquering in 2022. He was signed by the Tampa Bay Rays the offseason after, and he performed pretty well for them in 2023. Very serviceable reliever. His strikeout numbers were decent, and he seemed like a guy that the Tampa Bay Rays could count on at any time, especially with their low payroll and everything. But it just kind of went our way, awkward and everything this season, as he had an ERA, I believe, of 4.58, and if the FIP was even worse. The advanced metrics weren't ideal either. His strikeout numbers were down as well, so Maton, it's just one of those things where the Rays lost a lot of value on him. 35 innings, only 30 strikeouts. And the Mets were able to acquire him at a pretty low price for cash or a player to be named later. So not too bad for a reliever. I believe will be the free agent after the year. So yeah, the Tampa Bay Rays, they go out and get Phil Maton. You know, had a solid first year for Tampa, just kind of declined. But the Mets, they're looking for bullpen help, especially with Reed Garrett possibly being on the shelf with an elbow problem. So this makes sense. The New York Yankees have signed former Blue Jays reliever Tim Mesa to a minor league deal. So Tim Mesa, the former Blue Jays reliever, lands back in the AL East on a minor league deal with the Pinstripes. So Tim Mesa, he was a guy that had been in the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen for a few seasons now. You know, very serviceable lefty, honestly. Blue Jays fans were pretty stoked about him being in their bullpen rotation and everything, but it kind of just went downhill from there, as he had a pretty rough season this year, struggled with walks, struggled with command, locating his pitches, and it just got to a point where a struggling Blue Jays team had to let him go. So Mesa, he lands with the New York Yankees, and the Yankees are looking for bullpen depth. Anybody at this point, they'll look for more at the deadline, but they go with a possible contingency plan in the minors for a guy like Tim Mesa, who's had success in the majors over the past couple of seasons. So they're hoping he can bring some form back and hopefully maybe gain a bit of velocity and control that breaking ball more, but there's no given here. We'll see what happens. Low risk, high reward. The Washington Nationals will be selling at the deadline for Ken Rosenthal, with expiring deals such as Jesse Winker and Dylan Floro most likely to go on expiring deals, with Lane Thomas as an option. So they're also open to dealing players with control in their contract, like one more year of control, such as guys like Lane Thomas, Kyle Finnegan, and Hunter Harvey. Those are guys that should get a decent amount of interest. Jesse Winker and Dylan Floro might not bring a lot back, but they're both having very solid, respectable seasons in their lone season as Washington Nationals. So they should at least bring a decent return back, even if it's not world-beating, because they're going to be free agents after the season, but they've been pretty solid enough for a team to go out there and say, hey, we're going to pay this price and that price to get these guys. Floro, been known as a ground ball pitcher his whole career, but he's continued doing that, and he's had a really nice season. Jesse Winker, he's having his best season since 2021, has an 818 OPS. The story about him is incredible. Had to land a minor league deal this year, and yeah, Lane Thomas not having as big of a season as he did last year, but has been injured at times and has had some hot streaks here and there. So he'll still have a decent amount of interest. I don't know if they would want to sell low on him, so there's no given he's dealt. But guys like Kyle Finnegan and Hunter Harvey, who've had decent seasons, will definitely gain a lot of interest and could very well go. But last but not least, the Pittsburgh Pirates are discussing a deal with Los Angeles Angels outfielder Taylor Ward, and they hope to get a deal done sooner than later. So the Pirates, their name came up for a lot of hitting, and a guy that they really like is Taylor Ward from the Angels. He slumped a bit recently, but has 14 home runs this season, has a 737 OPS, and can absolutely mash left-handed pitching. So the Pirates are hoping to look for a guy that can mash left-handed pitching in a guy like Taylor Ward. Brent Rooker's another guy they seemingly have interest in, maybe even Luis Robert. but the White Sox might not be willing to give him up until the offseason until he can get his stock back up. So the Pirates, a guy like Taylor Ward, why not? There's some talk that the prospect capital might not be too terrible. Like a guy like Alika Williams and such could go back to the Angels. That wouldn't be too bad for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but it has been reported by some Pirates beat writers that they are interested in Taylor Ward and they are motivated to get a deal done. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it falls through. But Taylor Ward to the Pittsburgh Pirates could become a reality sooner than later. So I appreciate everyone being here. Sports Expert here. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Turn on the post notification bell. Like the video. Comment what you think. I'm out, guys. Sports Expert here. MLB rumor video of the day. Out.